Hey guys, this is the ONN TV that I complained about last time. Yep, the ONN Roku TV that we saw last time on the video. And I think I have an idea what might be wrong with it. And I think we are having a problem with the controller right here. And I'm gonna have to flip the TV on the other side and open it up and see inside. I'm gonna disconnect the controller and see if it does the same problem. For now, let me plug it in and show you what the problem is right now. I just plugged it in and I'm gonna turn it on real quick. As you see, yes, it starts and then it restarts again, and I'm not touching the remote. By the way, I'm gonna put the remote here just so you guys see it, and you'll see what I'm talking about with this TV that is making me kind of lose it a little bit. Okay, it's starting, and just like that, it does that part there that just goes off again. And sometimes it comes back on by itself. This time, for example, it's not coming back on by itself. But if I wait a few minutes, it'll just turn on at random, without anybody touching the remote or anything, just by itself. Let me turn it back on again, right here. And it does not even want to turn on right now. Okay, and as you see, it's on. And if I leave it probably a few minutes, it'll just flip back to off again, just by itself. And this is very frustrating, especially if you're in the middle of watching something and the TV just, turns off. I just don't want to work anymore. And so what I'm going to do to probably see if that's possible to fix, I'm going to disconnect the board here that has the switch on board to pull these options here. Oh, here it goes. So much for connecting it now. It turned off by itself, so there's no point in just wasting our time. Turn off and on like that. I'm going to flip it around, open it up, disconnect that control board that I'm suspecting is the problem, and see if the problem goes away. Okay, so in this case here, not sure if you guys can see well. This is the receiver and the chipset. This is, I think, the graphics, or what do you call the LCD converter. And this is the power control. And that's where the Roku chip is too, inside these. So what I'm thinking is that's the chip that I'm suspecting is the problem. Let me just undo it from here. At least in my opinion, I think this is our problem. I see these functions being triggered. So now, what I'm going to do, in my infinite wisdom, I'm going to take this apart. And after I turn on the TV, I'm going to unplug this chip. And if the problem is with the button itself, I can take the button out and connect the IR blaster probably directly. Or I can order a new one of these chips. I don't think they're actually that expensive. So let me flip the TV up again and see if it does the same problem really quick. Okay, so I'm going to plug it back in and see where that goes. Okay, it is plugged in. I'm not sure if you guys can see this part here. Yep, it turned on by itself right now. I actually didn't have to touch it. And let me unplug this part that I'm suspecting is the problem. And let's see if it turns back off. It always does this restart here. This is not the problem. I'm just gonna check what it does now. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second or a minute to see if it turns off and on, because in my opinion, this is our problem. This here somehow is a problem. And I don't know why I think that, but I just keep thinking that. And as you see, it's not turning off actually, yet at least. And I'm gonna leave it like that for a few minutes. I'll probably fast forward the video and we'll check together if it turns off and on by itself. So that would be a good telling, actually. So we'll see you in a second. So it has been a few minutes that the TV was on. And as you saw, it didn't flip back and forth on and off. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to plug in this board again and see if this is the problem indeed. And the button here, as far as I see, doesn't move. I don't really see a control chip. I see a few resistors. That might be a problem, which I can probably resolder just to refresh if the soldering is the problem. But still, it's not moving, the TV. It's not that it's something that I'm driving and riding with it. But I'm going to plug it back in. I'm going to hot plug it as it is and see if that changes things here. Okay, look. once I plug it in, actually turn the TV off by itself. I'm not touching it. Let me turn back on if it wants to stay there though. As you see, it actually turned the TV back off again. Wow, this is very interesting now. So it looks like if you have the same problem with your Roku ONN TV, this thing here, the receiver, is your problem. This one that sits on this side here, right on the bottom of the TV, this is your problem. And it's been for so long that I've been looking to what's wrong. I did the reset, I did the so-called secret menu and all that stuff, and none of it fixed it. So now I think I found the problem. I'm going to do something else before I do other stuff. I'm going to desolder the button itself. As you see right there, I'm going to desolder only the button, whether the button might have a problem. And if that's the only problem, I can put this back on and it works just fine without the button because I don't really use this button anyway. So I'm going to do just that and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to take this button out. And as you see, the button is right here. I'm going to desolder the legs from the bottom here after I cut them just a little bit so it makes it easier to take out. And we'll see if this idea works. Because anyway, this whole thing here is not really working. So what's the reason of leaving it on if I'm not going to use it? So instead of wasting my time, I'm just going to do the right thing and take it out of here and see if that's gonna solve our problem. And let's begin with the two front legs first. Let's see if that's even possible. Okay, and the legs are out. Let me just melt that one in. And this is the button that I still, in my mind, think was our problem. And now it's out. And we're going to go ahead, put the circuit back on TV and see if that solves our problem. Hopefully it does, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. And yes, it is clean here. Let me cut this part that is not needed. Okay, we are clear of any buttons. Okay, now it's moment of the truth. I'm gonna unplug the TV real quick, if I can find the plug. Okay, TV is unplugged, and I'm gonna put this circuit back in. Now it is without a button. Hopefully that helps it, but we are yet to see. Okay, here's the circuit now. Hold it down, and let me plug it back in and see where we're at. Okay. TV is just plugged. Let's see if it comes on by itself now. And it doesn't look like. This is the remote. I'm not touching it. And it's not coming on by itself. It turned on now. Okay. And let's see if it works. Okay, that's how it always starts. And let's take a look at it. Okay. Front page loading. And let me just go around it. Okay, we go to settings, set up connection, wireless. I'm gonna connect to a network and see if it works. And so far, it hasn't turned off actually. And that's a really great news to me. As you see, it's still, here's the circuit board that we took the button off. And yes, that button was the problem, but I don't really use that button, so I don't really care to put it back on. And look at that. We are ready to go. We actually repaired the TV. And I think we are good. And we did a good job. As you see here, we just, I don't know. Let me put Guga Foods. If Guga is watching this, hi. And of course there's ads. Here.
Olive Wagyu whole tenderloin. This is just impossible to find and buy. The only reason I was able to get one is because I had a steak tournament against the Meat Mafia. And they have now...
Now this is really good. And yes, it works. As you see, it's really good actually. So that's done. And as you saw, that was the whole video actually. That's how you fix your ONN Roku TV that has that problem shutting down turning back on by itself, shutting down again, and boom, deal done. Just take this small board here, desolder the button if you don't want to just buy a new circuit here, and your problem is good. Now you don't have a button here on TV. You have to forget that part. You don't have this side button. I don't know if I can show you here. The side button that used to be here will no longer be a button. Now you just have the IR blaster, reader, and the light, and that's all. But you have to do everything now with a remote. But it fixed the problem. Until maybe sometime in the future I might end up buying the small circuit. Probably it's a couple dollars. But for now, that's not my problem. I don't really care about that button because I don't use it. Everything I need to use is on the remote. And I hope you guys learned something. And if you have the same problem, hit up this video, check it up, because it worked for me and it should 100% work for you if you have the same exact symptoms as my TV. And with that said, we'll see you next time. Bye!